ain't been asleep. Look at all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me. That's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB. These Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key. I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot now.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Taken from about the 12. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. So he shifts past him. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Wow, 1st and goal and defense. Offensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Complete 2-point game declared. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up
Second down and goal. Herbert, he'll get this out wide to Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers! Pass to Walker from 6 yards away. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over first and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. This is intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
They run with Mostert off the option. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up first and goal. 7-7, our score after 1. Here's Mostert. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 out of the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Tua on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7.
Chargers 7. Jason Sanders to kick off one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up first and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on first down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now Mostert off the read option. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one where you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, 41 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Tua got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A gain of 14. First down, Dolphins.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. They're going deep for Hill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14.
Chargers 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. 1 second, all that remains. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Again, Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. They run with Mostert off the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's the loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chargers' 40-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 40 yards. And the Dolphins have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14.
28. Chargers 14.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
And by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. That's swung out to Mostert. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And going deep for Hill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Herbert to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Once more, here's Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Throwing, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now, has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They snap it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
2nd and 12, and you have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. A handoff running left is Mostert. There he goes left side. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers 21. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Herbert gonna throw. He's got a man, complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score.